I know. They were sitting and waiting. Oh, I'm hearing an echo of my own voice. Yeah. Let me try. Let's see this. Yeah, I am. Oh, good. Everybody can hear me. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. You lied to me. You said I wouldn't be heard.
Right, so apparently we've been heard all this time. I don't know why. All the mics are off. There are no mics in the thing. Bad. People can hear us. What's up, Karana?
What's up?
Yeah.
Good
Karana is an
afternoon for you.
activist on Discord, and she's been diligently collecting funny shit online. Thank you that you can hear me. You've been hearing me apparently this entire time. Do you know the story, Karana, behind why I force my viewers to tell me that I'm live and that they can hear me?
No.
Too often did I think I go live, but I'm actually not.
Oh, so you're just chilling, talking to yourself the whole time.
Too often do I actually go live, but my mic is off for some reason. And I'm just waffling, not looking at the chat, and just talking about my life. No sound is coming through. So that's why.
Amazing. Well, we've taken care of all the technical things, so I hope everybody's ready.
Have we? We fucked up all the technical things so far. I fucked
Well-
up all the technical things.
No, it's okay.
Okay. All right. So we are gathered here today with Karana to go through some carnivore cringe. One of them is already here. Not carnivore. I'm sorry. Carnist cringe. Jesus.
Carnist
Get my
cringe.
omni stupidity crossed. Right. Oh, I wanted to wear a thing for you, Karana. One sec.
Oh. Let's see. Let's see what this is.
Yeah. There are props.
I hope it's
Incredibly
cat
hot.
ears.
I'm probably not gonna wear it the entire time.
Yes.
There's this.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, it's like
I need this.
kitty jumper. Yeah, I didn't know I need this, and then a friend just gave it to me. She bought it in Japan like 10 years ago. It's really cute. It's very hot though, so I'm gonna take it off soon. But I
There.
wanted
We
to honor
we
you.
match now.
Yeah, we match now. Totally. All right. How is everybody? Sorry, I'm gonna just say hello to my chat. What's up, Luis? What's up, the LTN? Jason, hello. Lambretta Burns? I apologize. I'm so fucking sorry. What's with the badges? Number 1, number 2, number 3? What is that all about? I have no idea. What's up, DJ Cat? Oh, damn, that looks like my cat, DJ Cat says. So your little boy there looks like other people's cat as well. Who else is here? Martin is here. What's up? Mobius Maximus. Pia, hello. Dr. Box, hello. Bring on the cat. Well, the cat is going to be with us in spirit, joking alongside. Hello, Tone. Richard Smith, what's up? What's up, Rich? And Efrendo, we said hello already. Bianca, what's up? Vegan Inconsistency, hi. And Alpha Karos, of course, you are here. I hope this is going to be fun for you, Alpha Caros, because those people sound like you a little bit. Although I caught you, Alpha Caros, sounding awfully like me in Discord chat. Awfully like me. So I'm rubbing off on you, I guess. Right, let's begin. So, first Carnist, 200. Hold on, let me see. That's all. Right, that's all there is. 250 years. It's cold evolution. Cold carbon isotope testing shows. I think they mean CO, like carbon. What do they mean? Cold carbon isotope testing shows. We ate the solely ruminant muscle meat. That's when no indigenous. Can you read, Karana? Can you read better than me?
I don't think they're have proper grammar or spelling when it comes to this in the first place, but
Okay.
yeah, carbon isotope testing shows we ate solely ruminant meat, muscle meat. That's when no indigenous tribes have ever been plant-based. Same reason you only see cave paintings of humans. And now the rest of it was that's why you only see cave paintings of humans hunting animals.
Yeah.
I've
You've cropped it out.
so I wasn't able to get the whole thing for some reason, but
Yeah, no problem.
I've heard this argument quite a few times randomly from people being like, "Oh, we didn't eat plants because we didn't make cave paintings of them," which just
except for all the cave paintings of plants. Is my volume better, guys? I brought it all the way up. It's supposed to be better. I can turn it back up here again. But then when I get excited, it's gonna be painful. Better. Good. By plant-based, does he mean only plants or mostly plants? Who gives a shit? Speaking inconsistency. Why are you trying to look for consistency here? Hey, what's up, Cheap? Hey, yo, hello. How you doing? Yeah, so it's called evolution. I'm not sure what they mean by that. Evolution doesn't dictate an actual diet, especially not to humans in the 21st century. So what on earth could they mean by this? And
it's just
yeah, go on.
Cave paintings, though.
It's just cave paintings, though. It's really perplexing why people think that what our ancestors ate should dictate our actual diets in the 21st century somehow, and that those diets are like healthy. Like our ancestors ate literal shit. We literally have horrific viruses in our DNA that tried to wipe us out, that definitely made us human in the end, right? They're part of our DNA now. Oh, should we go expose ourselves to all the viruses now? Is that the logic? I'm not sure.
Yeah, my ancestors also just drank unfiltered water from a giant pond or lake. Like, should we just drink unfiltered water? I don't know.
Listen, don't knock it till you try it. It's like B12 and peace and viruses and bacteria and all that shit. Don't, like, yeah, you should be drinking pond water or something.
I just love, though, how they also just say, like, carbon isotope testing shows we ate solely ruminant muscle meat. Like, no, I'm sorry. That's just not true. Like, all we ate was muscle tissue 250,000 years ago. Like, no, that's just, yeah, just silly.
Yeah, it's incredibly silly. And this one actually sounds like a carnivore type situation and not like just a carnist, right?
Yeah, this one goes an extra step.
Yeah.
Because they love to bring on the whole, it's primal and it's ancestral, and they're like obsessed with this like very, I don't know, masculine concept trait of like, if I eat meat and I hunt these animals, that just means I'm the most masculine man ever to exist. When it's like, yeah, dude, you don't have to do that. And you're also just like going to the supermarket to buy your meat and eggs in a package.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's my one of my favorite sayings. What the fuck does this have to do with the 21st century diet choice? right? That's what they mean, by the way. They just mean a diet. Nobody's talking about, we can't, we used to wear leather, therefore we should continue wear leather, right? We used to, I don't know, like domesticate animals and make them do shit for us. Therefore we should continue to go to zoos and continue to go to circuses and shit like that. Nobody says that stuff. It's all about the fucking diet, right? Once in a while in Discord, I'm like, well, let's not assume. I'm saying like, let's talk about like, can you live without leather? Yes. Can you live without going to zoos? Yes. Can you live without buying silk? Yes. Can you go through all of the shit, right? Well, can you live without eating meat? No. Right? That's where it gets stuck, on the fucking diet.
Yeah, exactly. They just it's like they're just grasping at straws. And so they're like, where do I go from here? I know some stuff. What about cave paintings? And like it just seems funny that like this is where people go to when it comes to this.
Oh,
It's like
Chip says that he heard people saying that they can't live without leather. That's some fetishy shit. I ain't gonna lie. Chip, I've never heard that one before. What's up, Johnny Vegan Seed? What's up, Neil? And hello, Alu Ali. Right, let's continue, Karana. Next one.
You bet.
Yeah, all right. If we as a species go vegan, we won't be intelligent enough in 300 years to look back or think anything. What?
Yeah. Yeah, so eating plants just makes us like so dumb, apparently.
So I'm going to try to steel man this position, right? So all the articles that say meat made us human, right, means that meat provided us with enough calories, basically, to excel the evolution of our brain, to make our brain bigger. I hope you can't hear all the fucking noise from the outside. I hope it just is annoying to me and not annoying to the rest of you people. So the Stillman position is meat made us human, and therefore if we stop eating meat, we are gonna devolve and lose our brain power. Does that sound right, Karana?
I think that's kind of probably what they're getting at, yeah.
Yeah. So it's again one of those things, not how evolution actually works, right? As long as you don't do something cringe with your chosen diet or whatever, as long as hold on, what am I doing here? Yeah, as long as fuck, it just drives me insane. There you go, close. As long as you don't do something weird, as long as you eat enough calories, as long as you get all of your nutrients in the diet, why would your brain be changing at all? It's as if they think that brain, just like meat, just supports the brain in a way that is like unfounded. Not only in our evolution, but also in our like current understanding of a human, right? Of like humanhood. I don't know.
Yeah, this concept of like meat being required for this brain to stay even at the state that it is in right now.
Yeah.
And then like somehow in 300 years, which is like that's such an insanely small period of time for like evolution to work on in that regard anyway. Like, why would that be the case? But yeah, it's this this person just doesn't understand like nutrition in general when it comes to like, yeah, no, we're fine. We can get the nutrients and the amino acids and everything that everybody seems to have these problems with. So
I didn't even pick that up. I didn't even pick that incredibly short timeline that they gave to humans to devolve. into whatever stupid creature that can't even like think anything. Like, why would it even go like so far, right? Animals think stuff, right?
Yeah,
And animals are
exactly.
supposedly, this person would say, are like, didn't reach the high top of evolution or whatever. So like at 300,000 years ago, we could think. We just couldn't think um, to the, well, generally speaking, on a population size, like this person doesn't represent that specifically, but generally speaking, we think on a higher level. We think on a higher level these days. But 300,000 years ago, we didn't think that higher, but we still had fucking thoughts. It's not
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's gonna wipe us out entirely. And
It's like
yeah,
a speed running evolution, but like backwards somehow. They think that that's what's going to happen. It's like, no.
yeah, what's up, the vegan anthem? Yeah. DHA, people are talking about actual nutrition in the comments. Yeah, go off, go off. All right, next one. You know what happens to societies that adopt systemic veganism? India. That's not even true.
I know. That's why I thought it was so funny. And it's like, are they insinuating that like India is then bad or like that's not good somehow? I just thought it was a really funny statement.
Do they know how much innovation comes from India, for instance? How much of your tech comes directly from fucking India? Do they even know that? What's up, Dave? And second of all, India is not vegan. We don't even have like the statistics of how many people are vegan there, but they're all like, most of them are vegetarian. Like, and
I think it's only 40 to 50% or something like that are actually vegetarian.
yeah, and the rest are like just like eat eggs, eat everything, right?
Oh, yeah, and eat some sort of meat.
Yeah, chickens,
Usually chicken
pigs. Yeah,
mostly.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, chickens are in terrible shape in India. Holy fuck! Not enough people talk about this because there's not enough exposure. I think
Hmm.
coming from India, but amazing vegan activists in India, incredible vegan activists, but they are concentrating mostly on the dairy production, obviously, because it's so prevalent in India. And it's so hypocritical to the claims of India. But definitely, at some point, we should look into like the production of eggs and chicken meat in India. Right, next one. I don't know. Can you read this one?
She's the right one, but sorry for that wise woman. I cannot stop to eating meat. Fear, death will make me stronger. And also, I will take all this pain for myself as symbol of respect to that mean bean feeding all my family and generations as we cannot change wildlife. It mean we cannot stop eating meat. That's my wildlife to survive.
Benfa, we're live. If you want
Ooh.
to stick around, that's good. But if you don't, that's okay as well. You're welcome to stay.
Also,
You're welcome to add to us to our endeavor here. But I'm sorry, I can't answer the rest of your questions just yet. In a couple of hours, if that's okay. Yeah. So they admit what's happening is wrong, but
they have this concept of like absorbing the like fear and death makes them stronger
oh, yeah, very
or
ancestral.
something. It's like what?
Let me read this one again because I don't
I don't
think
know,
I
man.
absorbed
It's
it.
like
Mhm.
it's an insane like run-on sentence of I don't
So it
It
will.
also,
Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say they go into like feeding my family for generations. So again, it's like we've always been doing it this way. So I need to keep on doing it this way type of thing.
Yeah, yeah. As you said, appeal to tradition is like just dead people. What did you say, Karana?
Tradition is just peer pressure from dead
Yeah,
people.
there you go. So
Yeah.
funny. All right. Let me grab another one. There you go. You are killing another live thing, by taking food out of its mouth for yourself. This trope, I've no idea where it originated, but it's so dumb. It's so unfounded. So you are killing another life, or living thing, by taking food out of their mouth. This also applies to fruit, vegetables, and fungi. What applies to fruit, vegetables, and fungi? Those are all not meant for you to eat. Fruit are literally, the function of them is you eat them, you poop their seeds out. That's how they reproduce. That's literally the reproductive organ of the
No,
tree.
apparently we're also taking the nutrients away from the trees and the plants also then somehow. We're taking all the food away from everyone at all times just by existing or something. Anytime somebody says this when they're like, "Oh, you stopped eating my food's food," and I was like, "The cows are eating chickpeas and potatoes?" Like,
Well, to be fair, the cows are eating soy and wheat and corn, but it's,
yeah, but that's grown for them. I'm not taking anything away.
well, it's worse than that.
Yeah.
They are, unconsensually taking our food away from us. That food could be for us to send to people in Africa or whatever, but they're taking it unconsensually, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the person said, yes, I agree, be right back. I gotta eat some rocks. Yeah.
I just included that because I thought that was a really funny response.
Really, really funny response. Probably fell on, like went over the head. What's up, Axel?
I also, no, oh, just, sorry, go back.
Yeah.
For a sec.
Hello,
Um,
testing.
Hello, Fire.
hi.
So, can I ask what's happening? Just curious.
Sure. So, Karana, would you like to explain one sec?
Oh, so I screenshot messages from non-vegans, usually comments that they've made on vegan posts on mostly Instagram, but sometimes Reddit as well. And then I edit them just so that everybody's anonymous. And then
Nice.
I take the funny ones and collect them all together so that we can discuss why they're wrong or the funny things or what's happening with those.
Discuss why they're what, sorry?
Why they're wrong or just laugh at if it's funny.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
By the way,
Very
Karana,
nice.
on this channel, we're saying screen chat. You're screen chatting.
Screenshot.
Yes.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay. It's just, it seems more appropriate.
I just wanted to comment on the last thing that they said, that those are all not meant for you to eat. So it's like, what criteria are they using for this animal running around is meant for me to eat, but then the apple is not meant for me to eat? Like, what do you mean? What does that even mean?
Well, supposedly what they are doing, I think people discovered that the number 1, 2, 3 in the chat is, the more you talk, you get a badge. Is that what's happening? I don't know. If somebody can explain the badges to me in the chat, please. Appreciate that. It's really funny to me. All of a sudden, there are like some kind of weird badges. I think they're just making an argument from hypocrisy. So they're like, none of this food is meant for you, so might as well like eat whatever you want, right?
I
supposedly.
gotcha. But
Yeah.
it just seems weird. This
It-
concept of like meant for you just like carries a lot of baggage anyway. Like meant how? Like what does that mean? Like when people I hear this argument a lot of like, yeah, well, the sheep and cows and pigs, they were meant for me to eat. I'm like, no, dude, we just took wild animals and domesticated them.
Oh, 100%. It's like, I don't know if it's like religiosity because I saw non-religious people making that claim or claim to that matter as well. Like, what is meant for you, what is not meant, what was designed, what wasn't designed. It's just like, I think, like a religious language seeping in into society, whether the person is religious or not, I think.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Because usually you're right, that boils down to um then that like some deity or being like made these animals in this particular way. It's like, no, we did. It's called artificial selection. We did that.
Yeah, 100%. Uh,
Like that dairy cow doesn't exist in the wild.
yeah. And even the feral cows are just fucking slaughtered. We don't even have feral cows anymore. They're not
Yeah,
protected anymore.
well, aurochs don't exist anymore. That's where all modern bovines came from, right? We
Yeah.
just murdered them all.
Karana, how do you live in this world?
I don't I don't know. I just wake up every morning existing and then I'm like, okay, well, one day at a time.
Yeah. Once in a while, I just get drained of hope, like entirely. And then it comes back really fast, right? It refills, I don't know why. I've never was a hopeful person. I don't know what happened all of a sudden. It was just like once in a while, I just lose all hope and then I'm refueled. Really weird. What's up, you tops? Right. Yeah. Go on.
Whenever I lose hope, I just watch the Lord of the Rings extended edition and then I'm good for like, I don't know, a while again.
Ah, you found your thing. I've no
I
idea.
found
I
my
never
thing.
watched the video, the film.
Wait, you've never watched it? Okay,
I
well,
hate
movie
fantasy.
time, me and you.
I can't stand fantasy.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, I think Karana has left the stream. Or she will soon.
Just disconnect. Boop.
Yeah, 100%. All right.
Okay, now we can move on.
Now that
Unless you have something else to comment about this one.
Now that you've lost all respect for me, and we can move on.
No. You just have your preferences. That's okay.
Okay.
But you're just wrong. No, I'm just joking.
I'm 100% wrong. I just can't stand it. All right. Just let me make it look prettier. There you go. I love animals, but at the same time, I have to do what is best for my body. People treat like their body as if it's like a separate entity that you have to care for, as if it's like their baby or something. It's impossible for my situation to buy vegan or vegetarian food. There is no bread where you are. There are no chickpeas where you are. No rice.
Their only option is a butcher. There isn't a singular plant that exists in any store around them whatsoever. They don't even eat plants right now.
They can't even buy vegetarian food. That's it. There are even no eggs or dairy there.
Exactly.
So it's 100, like just a butcher, and that's it.
That's it. It's the only thing. That's concerning just in general. I mean, fiber's important.
Yeah. Fiber is associated with higher longevity and lower cardiovascular disease risk, among other things. So, damn.
And then just the last bit of that is do what's best for you, not what random people on the internet say is best.
This is...
Yeah,
go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, I think that we can appeal to like science here and what kind of the scientific nutritional consensus is. Like, or even it just because people do this all the time where they're like, I feel best eating this particular way. And everybody who says that pretty like the vast majority of the time they've never even eaten a fully plant-based diet anyway. I'm like, how would you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess in this case, they're not really making the nutritional claim. They're making like a situational claim.
Yeah, for like how they personally like feel at any given time in that way. It's like,
What is?
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think there's a lot of people that think that they feel best, eating a lot of different particular foods, or even they feel best taking a whole bunch of different types of drugs. But I mean, that's not the long term. It's
Mm.
probably more what they should be looking to, not necessarily even maybe how they personally feel on a day-to-day basis, because things
Yeah.
like diabetes and heart disease will catch up later on in life with a lot of stuff as well, right? So
Yeah. What's up, Johnny? Vegan Seed. I don't remember if I said hello. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's also like kind of the tone of the last sentence is like, do your own research. So it's kind of like, you know, do like don't listen to anybody, right? Don't listen to doctors. Don't listen to it's maybe I'm reading into it, but it's like don't listen to doctors. Don't listen to nutritionists.
I
Do what you
think this was a
feel for your
comment.
body. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was a comment on like a vegan on Instagram, like maybe some vegan influencer or somebody. So I
Mhm.
think that they're saying that you shouldn't listen to this particular person.
Oh, gotcha. So somebody
Yeah,
made a claim and they were like, well, listen, I can't even buy vegan or vegetarian food.
yeah,
It's only meat that I can buy.
exactly.
And that's what's best for my body. So you're wrong.
But like that's the only thing you have. How would you know that that's what's best? Like you're not even making a choice at that point.
Yeah.
You're just eating the only thing that's there. Like it just doesn't make any sense. That's the same thing with the ancestors though. It's
Yeah.
like how would like a diet of just such a small range of choices available, how would that automatically be the best? Like a bare subsistence diet. Why would that be the best
I don't
when we
know.
have so many more things and so many more options now?
I,
It just doesn't make sense to me.
oh, God. By the way, Chip, if you wanna join in, let me know. I'll send you a link. I know you'll love
Yeah,
this
Chip,
kind
you're
of
welcome.
shit. I know you'll love this shit. Vegan food tastes like chemicals.
This is so funny to me. I mean, they're not wrong, but I mean, everything tastes like chemicals because I don't know what else it's supposed to taste like.
So again, I'm gonna try and still them in this position, right? So
Okay.
what they mean by that is probably that some vegan foods, and by that they mean all vegan foods, have like artificial flavor, which would be fair in 2010, I think. In 2010, some vegan foods indeed tasted like artificial. Don't fair left. So we have to adjust. There you go. By the way, Benfire is building a vegan feed. He's gonna create a server for us. What's up, Benji? That will like house all the vegan YouTube in it. Hopefully, one day. It's in progression. Let's just say it like that. Yeah. Okay. So, what do you think about this, Karana?
I think a lot of people have a misunderstanding of the word chemical and like what that means. It's just like a scary term. A lot of the time it's used kind of in like scare quotes type of thing.
Yeah.
Um and so yeah,
Chemicals,
like
though.
even artificial flavors aren't necessarily gonna have negative health outcomes anyway. So I think it's just yeah, it's kind of a misunderstanding of what chemicals really are, and that they're not bad just because they exist in that way.
And
And they
hey,
just don't
even
understand that everything's a chemical.
even on the steel man, right? The steel man that some things just taste artificial. I fucking love that shit. Who doesn't like the artificial flavor? For real, for real. It's like sweet deliciousness. When I was a child, I remember it was like a not a very progressive place, right? But I still remember somehow my parents bought a can of this like powder that had like orange flavor in it, right? Oh, what's up, Chip? You just know where to
Hello.
find us.
I mean, you
Oh,
invited me. I was like,
you-
sure, why not? But I can't stay long. I'll just stay for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, no problem. Stay however long you want. That's
I do also have some very interesting ones, by the way, if you guys run out of it.
You're welcome to send me them, and I will edit and I will add. Thank you.
Yeah, Karana is the business end of collecting these. I could not bother, frankly.
Do you have anything to say on this one, or do you have anything to say on the past ones we looked at? Anything more than were already talking about?
I think I did have about one, but I forgot about it now. This one, vegan food tastes like chemicals. I mean,
Delicious.
everything tastes like chemicals, right? Isn't chemicals
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
the nature of existence requires chemicals?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Chip, you want to read this one?
Take a look at
Sorry, there you go.
Take a look at that vegan teacher, or literally most vegans. I'm not sacrificing my body, womp womp, meat tastes good. And if we didn't kill animals, the earth would be extremely overpopulated. Cows are literally one of the most abundant animals in the world. If we just stop killing them, then the earth will be extremely overpopulated. A little bit of a bingo there, huh?
It's just like it's the Brandolini's law, right? They just chuck all the shit into this in small snippets, and then if you wanna answer that shit, right? If you wanna like debunk that shit, you're gonna write for days, right? Just to like debunk it. So it's just like you look at this kind of comment and like, fuck, this is not worth my time. This is a waste of my time and intelligence, right? Like it would take like ages to like decipher this thing. Look at the vegan teacher, or literally most vegans. I'm not sacrificing my body. What the fuck does that mean? The vegan teacher looks amazing for her age. Vegans look younger than the population, usually, generally.
Well, they just see people who are older than them, and they go, "You old," because they're like have the mentality of like kids, basically. They just don't understand what people or humans as we age are supposed to naturally look like anyway in that regard.
Yeah.
Because yeah, they go, vegan teacher is old, therefore veganism bad or something. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Or maybe people just don't like vegan teacher because their influencer told them not to like vegan teacher, and they just associated this thing about that vegan teacher is not good, and like, look at that vegan teacher. It has nothing to do with health or anything, but they just inherently don't like her because somebody told them not to like her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then we go into the womp womp meat tastes good, like straight after.
Yeah, Pia says that comment is typical for young teenagers. Yeah, 100%. Somebody was like, "Oh, you vegan, your skin looks bad though." On my one of my live streams, which was true at the time. I was going through like an allergic reaction bonanza, right? And then I looked at their profile, and it's like a 21-year-old bloke with a cigarette and a beer in their hand, and I'm like, "Sweetie, when you get to my age, you're gonna look much, much worse." Because I went through all of this. I went through cigarettes and through alcohol as well, right? And I still look younger than most people my age. But they're gonna get there. They're just like a 21-year-old at best, maybe 17-year-old. I don't know. Really, really funny. But I wanted to count the amount of claims here. So take a look at Vegan Teacher or literally most vegans. This is a claim that vegans look bad or old or whatever. I'm not sacrificing my body. That is a claim that if they went vegan, they would look as bad as other vegans. Womp womp, let's not count it as a claim. Meat tastes good, claim number 3. And if we didn't kill animals, they all would be extremely overpopulated. They made that claim twice, but we can't count it as one. Cows are literally one of the most abundant animals in the world. Well, we produce them. That's how that happens. So, and then again, make the claim again. So it's just like...
They
Do you
just
think that this person? Do you think that this person heard of saw the statistic somewhere that, or maybe saw one of those TikTok videos where they show you know how they show the podium of people, and it starts with a small podium and it reaches with a higher and higher podium, and they saw this TikTok of how many animals are there on Earth, and he saw that cows, chickens, and pigs are the last, and they're the most animals on Earth. Of course, it happens because we bred them into existence. But you think he understood from that that's why we kill cows, that there are just a lot of them? I mean,
they're
that's so
just
funny.
reproducing insanely everywhere as if they're like E. coli bacteria, and like all that we can do is put them in a slaughterhouse. That's like the only solution
Yeah.
to them just apparently running rampant and just banging everywhere. And like baby cows are just, it's an epidemic
So
of bovines.
yeah, so a reasonable person would not deduce this from what you proposed, Chip, because like they wouldn't say, well, cows would overpopulate the earth if they knew that they already do. They're already one of the most abundant animals on earth, right?
But maybe they see it as we're killing them because there's so many. They're like otherwise they would eat us or something if we didn't kill them. Like it's actually self-defense. I don't know. Maybe that's kind of how they see it.
I don't know why or where they get this idea from, though. It just seems like absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it, it's like we farm them. It's not like they are just, their population is controlled by us. They don't just exist in the wild. I don't know.
100%. Hey, what's up, the vegan plant? How you doing? Yeah. Right. It's not circular anything, simply facts. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Apologize for that. What do you do? I can't read the bad grammar. It drives me insane. Karana, can you help?
Oh, what do you do with this conclusion that lettuce and corpse are exactly the same? And they respond with, eat what I want, guilt-free. So they just, this isn't me arguing with them. This was just a screenshot from Reddit.
Yeah.
And it was quite a long conversation. But in the end, this person just continuously equates that lettuce and dead bodies are exactly the same thing to them in every way. And that like no matter even what happens for that individual to become that, I guess, corpse, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I'm still trying to understand the circular thing. Like, were they discussing did he have some form of circular reasoning where he was saying that why do you eat? Because I want to, or something, and then eventually ends up again with eat what I want, guilt-free, or
yeah, because they just say that they're exactly the same thing to them.
Yeah,
like that the lettuce just is the same thing as a corpse to them. They don't see them as any different.
Yeah,
Therefore,
I think
they
we're
should be
missing
able to
a
just
little
eat
bit of
whatever they want.
context. That wouldn't be circular reasoning, though. That would be just like a category error or equivocation fallacy, something like that.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, people are silly. People be silly. How surprising that people who haven't think that eating animals is guilt-free and they eat what they want. They are indeed silly. Carnist cringe. Yeah. What's up, the real thing? Okay. Cows don't eat crops and they don't eat grass. They eat parts of crops, which are normally inedible to humans. So that means steak has 0 carbon footprint.
I mean,
Ah.
it's a non sequitur, right? That doesn't conclude,
Doesn't follow.
Yeah.
doesn't follow. No, yeah. How could you derive that from that? But also, like, I just don't. I hate this argument so much that they somehow eat what we would throw away. So it's all good because that's the implication, isn't it?
It also just ignores like the vast majority of like the grains and the corn and the soy, and
Yeah.
even like hay and alfalfa and all of those things that take a huge amount of resources and land. We do grow those directly to feed those animals. And that's mostly what we grow to feed them. They're not being
Yeah.
fed off of like the little stalks of raspberry bushes that we don't eat or something. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not being fed the majority of it anyway.
Yeah, and the
Just-
carbon
it-
footprint, it's just like the conclusion doesn't follow the argument at all. It could be that leaving
No.
the stock on the soil, it probably is, just like is like taking off the stock of the soil could actually like release carbon. Could be.
I just love how it's just the conclusion that they drew is just so funny. That means steak has 0 carbon footprint. Like that's not how carbon footprints work.
But isn't it the opposite? Because I feel like it's exactly the opposite. Because so what they think is that we produce a lot of soy. There's soy in everything these days. So we produce a lot of soy. So the excess of what remains out of what we eat, we feed to the animals. And therefore, we would have thrown that away. So that means that, we don't actually grow food for these animals. But isn't it the opposite that even if they do eat the inedible parts, the edible parts are still made for us because, I mean, the reason why
I understand what you're
there
trying
is
to
soy
say.
in everything
Yeah.
is because the edible parts we use them because of the animal agriculture industry,
Well-
right? Because otherwise there wouldn't be soy in everything. I'm curious if that's true. I don't know.
Well, specifically, the claim that is made by vegans that soy oil is produced specifically for the meal, for the soy meal.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
It's the
soy
opposite.
oil basically wouldn't exist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really-
soy oil is just a co-product. Yeah, the reason they use soy to feed these animals is because it's such a good protein source. Like the majority of the price or the cost of what's made from soy when it comes to that is from the meal. Like even if we didn't get oil from soy somehow, they would still grow soy to feed those animals because of the meal.
Yeah.
Like,
What's
that's
up,
it.
Distama? I sent you Karana. I sent you JM with.
Yeah, we can do that next round because I have to do the little edit thing and send it to you and do
Oh,
our
yeah.
little thing
Yeah,
that we
Karana
do.
needs to like do stuff to it, so like not show the people's
It just
names and shit.
It sounds super weird. I gotta do stuff to it.
I'm sorry. Next one. We are literally built to hunt and kill. No other athlete as a human on this planet. All other animals fear us. They're saying that as if it's a good thing. We are the top of the food
again
chain.
more.
We would still be top of the food chain if we didn't eat animals. And since there is no one above me, disputed, in the food chain, no one is gonna touch me. Wow.
Can I tell you one interesting fact about that I think would be very funny? Because I think this person actually believes this. So there was this statistic in US that I think 50% of men believe that they can fight a lion and win.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I heard about that.
It's so funny because a lion is huge. People underestimate just how big a lion is. I think the sheer claw is bigger than our head. So it's just I think that's what this person thinks, that we're on top of the food chain physically or something, and we can, I don't know, whatever. It's
This is
silly.
just some might makes right argument, regardless. Anyway, like they also don't understand the food chain. This is kind of a biological misunderstanding of like with trophic levels, Like we've actually measured human beings' trophic levels, and human beings are between a 2.2 and a 2.4, which puts us at about like pigs and anchovies.
Yeah.
Like we are not predators, we're not apex predators, we're not the top of the food chain when
No,
we
yeah, but
actually
why
look
would
at
he
it.
say athlete? Why would he say athlete? That's why I think this person thinks that, because it's not like he mentions, oh, look, we're intelligent, or we have the capabilities, we have the tools. He mentions athlete, so it's
True.
like
Does he
we're
think he can
such
also
good
outrun
athletes.
them? Like,
Yeah, not
what?
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely not sure what's happening here. Yeah, and as you said, vegan inconsistency, I hope you heard this, that it doesn't even matter, right? Because this is a might makes right, so it's a fallacy. What's up, vegan heretic, and what's up, Robin Hoodster? Hoodster? Good name. Like it.
I just love this. We're literally built to hunt and kill. I'm like, dude, I have fingernails and asthma. Like, I would just die if I had to like hunt and kill. Like, what?
I broke a fucking ligament in my finger by packing a bag. I would die so quickly.
How would I kill them with like my very blunt teeth? Like, how am I doing this?
No idea.
I mean,
Like
I
with
cry when I accidentally hit a bug, so I don't know. It's I don't think we have the physical or psychological means to killing. No humans like to kill regardless, even if we could physically or like with weapons. I don't think humans like to kill. I think that's just something um we have to ignore continuously until we get used to it.
yeah, serial killers aside, yes, are human beings. Most human beings don't want to do that.
Lewis
Like we
says it's
don't.
only because you're vegan, referring to my finger breaking. Well, I dislocated my shoulder when I was 4 from very little force, so it's like a hereditary thing that I have. With my joints and my ligaments just not being strong enough. But I think that's part of the reason why I build muscle so fast. Why I get swole so fast. What's up, Andoni? How you doing? Yeah, go on, Chip.
No, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, nothing to say.
I
All right.
I think there's so many mistakes in this one. I tried counting them because it's yet again I feel it's like a little bit more, because it's just one where he says that we're built to hunt and kill. Not true, but that's one fallacy already. No other athlete as a human on this. I guess that's the same. It's this idea that I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't. It's just the way this person thinks makes me think that he sees humans as gods or something. It's just insane to me. We're just animals. That's all we are.
Yeah. I think it's just one of those things. People collect these factoids to make themselves feel better about not going vegan, right? Because a lot of people think they should. They just collect these factoids to support their decision not to. And then they just spill them on vegan posts. They just spill everything that they have collected to support their carnism. And that's it. Like, support collected, right?
But like this comment is especially weird because it's also like all other animals fear us. Okay. All the animals have fear. I think that's actually true. I think most animals on this planet fear humans for a good
Rightfully so,
reason.
though. Like, rightfully so. Because we will just be like, yep, I really like how that dodo looks and tastes. Murdered. All of them.
But wouldn't that be an argument for veganism? Because do we want all animals to fear us? Is that our goal? I don't know.
That's
I
just
think they
from the
want
Bible.
everyone to fear them. I don't know.
That's just from the Bible, I think. I think it's, again, religiosity creeping in. It's like...
Of them
Yeah.
needing to be feared and be like the top of,
Yeah.
you
So
know,
Genesis 9, verse 2. And the fear and the dread of you will fall upon the earth. Something like that, right? And that is said immediately before God says, yeah, you can eat meat. You can slaughter animals for meat.
I think this person's afraid of animals because, like, also the conclusion: no one above me in the food chain, no one is gonna get me, or sorry, no one is gonna touch me.
Yeah.
It's like he feels threatened by animals somehow. Like, this is what I get from this. Hey, I'm an athlete. I'm strong. I can hunt and kill. I was built to do this. Okay, better not try coming here. I'm top of the food chain. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're just it's like it's just internet tough guy rhetoric, right? Of like,
Yeah,
Alpha
I'm
it's
the
male
just a
best, I'm the
child, I
top, I'm
think.
the alpha male. You can't get me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, vegan gays? You can join as well if you want. This is fun.
Well,
Alright.
I'm about done with this one. If everybody else is.
Sorry?
Yes.
We're about to end?
Oh wait, yes.
Oh wait.
We're going into the lion foot race one now.
Yeah. The
This
previous
is so
one
funny.
was as well. You want to read it, Karana?
I can 100% beat a lion in a foot race in the long run simply for my anatomy. Only because you couldn't doesn't mean I can't. Do you even know why we are furless or don't have things to hurt with? Our sweat allows the muscle to cool down and run for hours. No other animal can do that. Don't have weapons on us because Winar.
I mean, I can't
And
stop
then-
laughing. It's so funny.
You know? Okay, wait, there's a part 2, I believe, is like the next thing. If you want to go to that, I can completely finish.
Oh, I can't. There is none. There are just two things.
Oh, okay,
in
okay,
this.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just I cannot beat a lion in a foot race. Like, okay, even if you could, dude, like, so what? Like, what do you mean?
Whatever
Wait,
the
how
fuck
fast the
all of
lion?
this means.
I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that can be true.
Well, I also love that like these people think that they are so good and athletic. Like I think even the fastest human, like recorded human, is still slower than maybe even the slowest lion on
So
average.
a lion can run at between 35 and 40 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
Let's see
And I
what's
think
the fastest
I think
human.
the fastest human is about 30.
Yeah. I've
The
been
fastest
in a
human
cage.
is around 44 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but they
actually,
can't.
the fastest
go
human
on.
can outrun a lion theoretically,
So they are also the fastest human.
but only for 100 meters, by the way, because we test speed for 100 meters. You
Yes.
can imagine that the human cannot run that fast for more than 100 meters.
Yeah, so I mean, even like yeah, if they're talking about like endurance hunting, it's like okay, yeah, we can sweat, and we don't have a lot of hair, so we can have that sweat cool us off and everything. But like, so what?
Yeah, this is 100% delusion.
Okay, so the
because-
fastest 5K is 24 kilometers per hour. I think that's the important one.
This doesn't even matter, right? This
Sorry,
thing
yeah.
begins with I can 100% beat a lion in a foot race, right? They don't even realize how these huge cats, how strong they are, how beastie they are, frankly. Because I've been in a cage with a baby tiger, right? Back when I was at Carnist, and the opportunity was presented to me to go into a cage with a baby tiger. He wasn't sedated or anything like that. It's just something that happened. Like me and my friend knew an employee in one of the zoos, and that baby tiger fucked me up with his paws, like for real. I was in pain after that. The baby was like a month old. They don't.
We're just talking about
Yeah.
we're just talking about running capabilities. I'm sure you could run faster potentially than that baby tiger. But the thing is like, so these people are leaving these comments
Yeah.
on vegan Instagram pages as if like this somehow just debunks veganism.
Yeah.
You have to take that into the context of like this person thinking that they can just like beat lions in a foot race is just like the biggest slam dunk against like eating plant-based. And that's where it's just like, what the hell does this have to do with anything?
It's just some
But
kind of a
Karana,
weird like
I think-
human supremacy or whatever the fuck, right? This is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
So Karana, when you see comments like this, maybe also take a photo of the profile picture because I'm curious. It's usually the people who are definitely not the athletic type who will say stuff like this, right?
Oh, of
It's
course.
usually the
I mean, it's the same thing with the people who are constantly picking apart other people's physical appearance and then like they're
exactly.
like, yeah, not remotely a attractive person by most standards. Yeah.
But I'm curious. This person says, "This is. Do you even know why we are furless or don't have things to hurt with?" For I don't know what he means by we don't have things to hurt with. Oh, we
Like
don't
teeth
have.
and
We
claws.
don't. Yeah, so we don't attack. That's why, and we are furless because we run faster. Like is it a friction thing against the air? Is that what he's
No,
saying?
it's like the sweat. Because we evolved in
To become
like
hairless apes.
grasslands, Africa,
Yeah.
basically, the sweat basically allows us to cool down. So not having fur in that or not having a lot of hair in that environment was beneficial for us. That's why we've retained that ancestral trait.
Yeah, so I think
I
they
see.
don't mean like beat a lion in a foot race. I think they mean like a marathon, and then maybe because like lions like they can run for like a little bit, and then they're like, ah, fuck this shit.
But if I can beat you in a foot race, does that mean
You can
that I
totally
can like
slaughter me for burgers, Karana.
totally factory farm you and slaughter you for
100%.
food or something? Like I don't know, or other animals. See, they're
Well,
talking
Yeah,
about
not
a
even you.
lion, and they're not even, but like then they eat sheep. Like, okay, where's the connection, dude?
yeah.
Like, you don't even eat lions, bro. Like, what do you even say?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. This has absolutely no relationship to veganism
To
at all.
farm
Like, what?
animals? Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like human superiority. 100%. So Vegan Gay says most comments these days on my Instagram reels are people without profile pics who am so picking apart my appearance because they have no argument. Yeah, 100%. On my YouTube channel, every time a person is like, you look like X, I'm like, well, you look like the letter F. Thank you for giving, I don't know, traffic, whatever. Like, it's
I
like,
think you look good, VPM.
thank
Yeah,
you. Appreciate that.
you look awesome.
I'm getting
They're
swole.
just jealous.
I'm getting so swole.
Yeah, and vegan gays, you look awesome too. I remember seeing you for the first time. You're cool. You're cool. You're cool people. You know how there's people in this world who, when you see them, you know they're cool. That's how I felt. Also, when I met you, VPM, it's like just some people are cool by default. Don't know what it is.
I almost want to get offended. I don't think I've ever been
You wanna-
accused of being cool specifically. No, couple
I
of
guess
times.
it is because
did
I guess you
happen.
know what it is. I think it's because I've only seen you online, and when I see you in real life, it feels like, oh, that's cool. I see this person in real life. Maybe
You've
that's
seen
what
me
it is.
in
I don't know,
real
but
life,
it's
Chip, just to remind you.
but that's what I said when I saw you in real life. I thought you were cool.
Oh, okay.
As well as vegan gays. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know how my brain works.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, next one. Quickly, before we have more to say about that drivel. Nerds what's up? Says, I'm watching because VPN is cool. Again, I might get offended because... Listen, guys, I'm writing a script about conformity, and cool people are conformists. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Wait, no, cool people are the ones who usually are not conformist. Is that not what cool is? Isn't cool basically being
Maybe
different?
in your eyes.
No, usually it's like the opposite. At least when it came to like school and other things. It's like, oh, there's
Really?
the cool kid.
I grew up thinking the opposite. Like cool is the person who is different. Okay, interesting.
Do you want to read this one out, Chip? In your
Vegan guy said,
sure.
wow,
your
VPN called
amazing
me a
voice?
conformist. When did I do that? Oh, yeah, I get it. Vegan Gaze is trolling
New
me back
hobby.
because I've trolled her.
Oh, sorry. New hobby. Mentioning I'm quote unquote former vegan and then buying a block of cheese for every foaming.
At the mouth.
I don't know what that means.
Foaming at the mouth.
At the mouth. Crazy pants who shows up in the reply screaming, "It's not a diet, animal killer."
Yeah.
New.
I need to
Cringy.
sit with this one for a second. So, New hobby, mentioning I'm a former vegan, and then buying a block of cheese for every foaming at the mouth crazy pants who shows up in my reply screaming, this is a non sequitur again. One doesn't follow the other. Something else
No,
must
so I
have
think
happened with that post with the block of cheese that makes somebody says it's not a diet animal killer. No?
yeah, so I think what he's saying, what he's saying is that he types former vegan in comments,
Mhm.
and then he goes out and buys a block of cheese every time a vegan tells him that it's not a diet. So I'm assuming that there's vegan people who comment on his status as former vegan, but probably he puts comments as I'm a former vegan and I couldn't eat ... or I was sick of my diet ... You know, like he mentions diet, and then he gets a comment about, hey, it's not a diet, you know, and then he says that he buys a block of cheese every time somebody says that to him
Yeah, maybe,
or
but
her.
it's one of those things you have to decipher the Carnist mind to understand what they actually fucking meant. Sorry, Karana, go on.
So they're just, yeah, I don't think they actually are a former vegan anyway. They're just informing everybody of their particular type of trolling that they like to do,
Yeah, I think so.
basically. Yeah, it's just I always find that funny when people are like, "Oh, you have a problem with this thing? Oh, now I'm just gonna go eat, I don't know, twice the amount of meat now to like make up for you not doing it or something." And it's just weird. It's like if somebody had an issue with like somebody kicking a dog and they're like, "Ha ha, you stupid person with feelings for the dog. I'm gonna go out and kick twice as many dogs now because you don't kick dogs." Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things people just don't make the connection between them, like meat, and like the animal actually dying, or they just like make the connection, but like, oh, those weird vegans, they do it because X, Y, Z. Therefore, it's just fuck.
yeah, everybody's against animal abuse except when it comes to veganism
Yeah.
or something.
I'm
When it
just
gets
like
brought up.
losing my hope. Really, really losing my hope. But don't worry, tomorrow it will come back.
Is it regenerating overnight as you sleep or something?
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know why. I just have like a huge amount of hope, and then once in a while, it's just getting drained by carnists in a way that it's like I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna have a hard time recuperating from this. It will take me a month, but it takes a couple of days. So right now I'm in
Man, I
a
actually-
less hope phase, but it will recuperate.
Can I tell you a really sad story that happened to me today? Is
Oh,
that
shit.
okay?
Yeah, of course.
So I actually went to after I go to the gym, there's a supermarket right next to it, and I always just do my daily shopping there. Well, daily, I don't buy daily, but you know, small things that I need around the house. And as I was putting the stuff in my bag, I look to my left. There was an old man. He was struggling to put his things in his bag and stuff, and he actually peed himself, and it was just very tragic to see it, how badly he was doing as an old, and I just felt so bad about him. But then I saw that he bought animal products, and Jesus Christ, I was so
Conflicted.
so conflicted. Like I just walked, I cried, I laughed, and I was angry on the way home in a span of 3 minutes.
Yeah.
All of the emotions just came out. I was like, what the I don't know. I don't get it, man. It's yeah.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes. It's one of those things
sorry.
that you have to disconnect to not lose your own fucking mind.
Sadly so, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
sadly
sad
so.
to see, you know. I didn't know what to take of this. Because I felt sorry for him, but then I saw this thing and I'm like, what should I feel now? Should I blame him? Should I still feel sorry for him? Like, what am I supposed to feel now? And I'm pretty sure that as I saw him, he would be one of those people who, when you talk to them about this, he would say, what do you mean they're just chicken, or they're just, you know, they're just ... which makes
Yeah.
it even worse.
Yeah, it's one of those things, 100%. Incredibly sad. What's up, George Martin? What's up, Neil Smith? How you doing? Yeah, don't know what to say.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I cried as I said. I cried. I laughed, and I punched the pillow, and it's all good now. So that's good.
Okay. Well, still, it's not an easy experience for sure. Karana, can you read this one, please?
Because I have a different moral standards to you, that's why. Just like Hitler did to the majority of the world. To him, what he was doing was right, but to me and you, he wasn't. Different moral standards. Animals are below me and will always be below me.
The cognitive dissonance of comparing yourself to Hitler directly and then
I
saying,
know.
"Que sera, sera." Am I understanding this correctly?
Yeah, the Carnist is Hitler in this situation or scenario, and they think that that's like a good thing for them to point to.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
I think what this talking about is the extreme moral relativism, morality is subjective
Yes.
people, right?
It is.
Which morality is subjective before people attack me. I believe that morality is subjective. It just doesn't fucking mean that every action is just like relative to the person who's making it, right? Hitler thought he was a good guy, therefore morality is subjective.
Therefore,
what are you gonna do?
I'm a good guy. Yeah, everything goes, everyone.
Yeah.
Morality is subjective, doesn't just mean do whatever you want. Like,
Was it a couple of days ago? I think, Karana, you and I were talking to somebody, and they were like, every question was answered with, well, those are just my preference. And at some
Yes.
point, I was just like losing my mind. I'm like, you're using a preference as a irreducible thing, right? Like as an answer to all questions. And then that's where the line stops, as if you can't like actually consider your preferences or change your preferences or
Totally.
dig deeper into the preference and say, well, my preferences are like this because like X, Y, Z, whatever, right? So it's just like really silly.
I just needed to take a picture of this because I couldn't believe that they were literally like, yeah, moral relativism though. Yeah, Hitler thought what he was doing was right, and what I think I'm doing is right. Done. That's it. End of argument.
As a Jew and as a queer person, every time things like this happen, and they happen quite a lot, I'm like, oh fuck, this person would gas me twice. Holy shit.
This is amazing, amazing
Do you think
Carnist
that
cringe.
Do you think that this person realized what he was doing here eventually? Do you think like he ever saw that he compared
don't
himself
think-
to Hitler?
I don't think that much self-reflection is happening here.
Somebody is asking if Karana has a YouTube channel. No, Karana will remain mostly anonymous.
I am.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, Karana, if one day you're definitely going to be successful.
Successful.
Yeah, in opening like a YouTube channel or something.
Well,
You're-
I will consider it.
You are very logical, and you are your voice is like butter. I'm becoming like a voice fetishist since this job on YouTube.
I hope it's vegan butter.
Of course,
course.
obviously.
Obviously.
That's this is a vegan channel. You can't.
No, I know.
Make a
I'm
mistake.
just being silly.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, incredibly logical. The way you speak just makes sense, and it's fluent, and really, really cool. So I hope. George Martin says, VPM cheap. Would you be interested in getting Gary Yourofsky on your on for a stream? He's taking all requests for podcast live streams, etc. Yeah, that sounds like cool. I don't know what I would ask him. I don't know.
Put it out there.
For what? But yeah, obviously, I'll find something. Yeah, would love that.
That's a good one. That's a good.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for the next one. Bring it.
All right, bring it. The way most.
Oh, can I read the what's done?
Of
Yes,
course,
please.
go
Oh,
for
this
it.
is great. Right off the bat.
It feels like a protein one. So the way most herbivores get protein off of plants is because they have an extremely long digestive tract, and others feed off of the bacteria, like cows or gorillas. And we're not cows or gorillas.
You didn't say it right at the beginning. It's herbivores. Okay?
Oh, it's herbivores. I didn't even see that. Okay.
Herbivore.
Well, George, what I mean is I don't know what I would ask him that wasn't already asked him. Wasn't already asked of him, right? It's just like the man had so many interviews. Like, he must innovate, otherwise it's gonna be, as you said, Lord Gary, what the fuck am I gonna ask him? It's like saying somebody coming into my chat and like, would you like to interview, I don't know, a president or whatever? I'm like, yeah, but what the fuck am I gonna do with them? You know what I mean?
You
I
have
would
to
love
figure out
to-
what you would want to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to get Gary to speak to one of my non-vegan friends on camera. That would be cool.
Ooh, oh my God, yes.
That sounds good, Chip.
Yeah. I don't know yet who would be willing of my friends to be on camera, but I might find somebody.
Okay.
I do have a friend who's very smart and he would be nice, but yeah. Anyway.
That sounds like a good idea, Chip.
Let's get that going.
Yeah.
I just want to. So this comment is funny because it's like, how long or short do they think our digestive tract is? Because honestly, our digestive tract is pretty long.
I think I
And-
have a picture somewhere of what people actually reference when they say this shit, and I think it's close by, so maybe I can open it. One sec. You talk
Like-
while I'm looking for it.
Yeah. So this whole thing of like, oh, other animals can get protein from plants because they can digest it and we can is just like demonstrably false in every way. Like we can obviously digest and get nutrients from plants
Yeah.
just on like a basic level. Otherwise, how do vegans exist? There are lifelong vegans who were born to other vegans. It's just weird.
Oh, you just reminded me to add Jahina Malik to my site. Where is
And
it?
then this person also thinks that cows and gorillas feed off of the bacteria in their gut in that way. It's like, well, no, I mean, there's bacteria that like make B12, but they don't like eat or digest the bacteria or live off of that way. I think that's what they're referencing, but they're not communicating it well.
I think if you can look at my stream, Karana, do you have it open? If not, I can share.
see. Yeah. No,
So
we're
I
good.
think this is the picture that they are referencing. Usually. So
like cool. This has like nothing to do with me being like I start digesting starches in my mouth with amylase. Like what do they even mean? Like
why does it
I think
even
they mean that we
matter?
can't digest, because I don't think we can digest cellulose. And I think maybe that's their thinking because we can't digest cellulose or something. in their
fine. Then
brain.
it's just yeah, that's great. And we have some like fiber of that type
Yeah.
in our system. That's good. We don't need to digest cellulose to digest the other parts of the plant. This is such a weird misunderstanding.
Listen, fiber is actually
digestion.
like really good for your rectum health, so probably
Yeah.
should get some in there.
But I'm 100% sure that this person saw an image like you just showed now, VPM, and they drew conclusions from it. I'm 100% sure that's the case.
Not like it. This is when you're looking like for a comparison between like the digestive systems of humans and other animals. This is the only thing that comes up in the scientific literature, and it's like 40 or 50 years old. And it's like just like a narrative review of some shit. It's like I don't even think there is a basis for it.
No, it's probably like an anatomical review, not an actual like digestive review.
Oh yeah, I was writing a script. I abandoned it as I do with many scripts. I was writing a script about nature though, and I got incredibly convinced that the length of our intestine, of like animal intestine, has like literally almost zero to do with like the organism preferred diet choice, and that picture, right? So the length of the intestine has more to do with whether or not somebody is obese in the human population than with anything else. The same in bird population. So like I think like the size of the bird makes the intestines larger or something like that. It has possibly nothing to do with species dietary choice. Possibly like fucking zero. And it varies so much. It varies in humans. It varies like by I think like more than a meter, which is 3 feet, more than 3 feet, and that's crazy.
Well, I mean, a predator animal or an animal eating like muscle tissue or like body parts like that,
Yeah.
they do want to be able to quickly digest. They don't want, I'm saying want as in like that their digestive system
Yeah.
having some sort of choice or thing. You know what I mean though? Like
Yeah,
they you don't want that to be rotting in there. You kind of want to digest and get out as quick as possible in that sort of sense. So the length can like matter in particular ways or contexts. But it's just it doesn't matter because that doesn't stop us from being able to digest plant
Yeah.
material and get
I
nutrients from
couldn't
them.
find evidence for the fact that like so like for instance our digestive tract supposedly is like closer to vultures or something like that, and not even like carnivores or omnivores, right? But there's no like actual literal evidence of like I don't know. I couldn't find it anyways. If somebody has any kind of research that ties like digestive tracts lengths to like what food that species eats, please send it to me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why would that be the case? It could just also be the case with the size of the animal. It could be the case with the environment that the animal lives in. I don't know. It's just like it makes no sense that it would be necessarily related to food.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's just conjecture. I think they just like looked at carnivores and looked at their digestive tract is smaller. Some carnivores, other carnivore species have long as fuck digestive tracts. And then they're like, oh, look, it's closer to us or whatever. It's just, I think it's like the way evolutionary psychology is bullshit. I think this claim is 100 like bullshit. I couldn't find anything for it anyways. I couldn't find anything scientific for it.
Their premise is flawed in that it's based upon because I can't digest every part of every plant, therefore plants or can't digest them at all. And I mean that would also then just apply to animals. I can't digest bones, right? Or I can't eat the livers of bears because of the vitamin A in there. So therefore, what does that mean? Then we can't eat the other parts of the animals? Like the same logic, or like I'm gonna put in quotes logic because it's not really logical. The same reason that they're using just would apply to what they're saying anyway. Like it literally just doesn't make, it's just dumb. It just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't seem to make any scientific sense. It's just conjecture.
Exactly.
Skij says, what's up, Skij? How you doing? It's not about the size of your intestine, it's about what you do with it. 100%. It is just funny to me.
Exactly.
Right, shall we move on?
You bet.
Yeah, and let me know when you want to finish, guys. I can go forever.
I need a shirt that just says herbivore, just for as an inside joke to only all of us.
Yeah. And then you put that shirt on your cat, and then you put that cat, you take a picture and you put it in your profile pic.
I wish I could. Kanika has passed on, unfortunately.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Shit. I'm so sorry.
And it's okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna sadly read this trivial. Apes literally eat other monkeys. If we evolved from that, I feel like we are in pretty good position eating each other. What does that mean? It's another bullet biter, isn't it? I feel like we're in a pretty good position to be the shepherds of life, cultivating, raising a species, giving it a beautiful life, and then executing them via gas chambers, so we can then harvest their organs to turn into beautiful, delicious meals. I don't know, pretty beautiful to me. Either eat or be eaten. Which one do you want?
This reminds me of that. I feel like the perfect response to this would be that meme of that escalated quickly. I just feel like
I'm like,
from
again,
the
I'm like,
gas
oh
chamber or
shit, am I
something, yeah.
going to the gas chambers next? Holy fuck. Should I hide? Somebody please unfrank me. Sorry. Did I make that too serious?
The way that they
No.
talk about it, like beautiful, delicious meal, it's like they're like, doing that little hand motion of like, delicious, and you're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's also like a false dichotomy, right? Like either eat or be eaten. Who said that? We
Yeah.
obviously have more options than that.
Dude, I'm asking you to like buy chickpeas in the grocery store.
It's eat or be eaten, Karana. What don't you get?
What don't you understand about this?
Yeah, it's like we're
That's the
asking
only
something
option.
unreasonable, right? We're not. Jesus Christ. It's like we are asking them, oh, go back to the savannas and you just like survive only from whatever you can gather, right? You
Oh my
can't
God.
hunt on the savannas, you just must gather. No, that's not what we're asking. We're just asking, you go to this supermarket where you go usually and just go like that and like grab another thing than what you're grabbing usually.
Exactly. This would make a hilarious skit.
Yeah.
I think of, you're in the grocery store and this person comes up, you're like looking at like, yeah, you're just looking at a can of chickpeas and the guy's like, it's either eat or be eaten. Which choice are you gonna make? And you're like, I'm just gonna buy the chickpeas.
Chip,
And he's
that
like,
sounds
no,
like up your
it's
alley.
a dog or eat. It's a dog or eat dog world out there. What are you gonna do about it? I'm just like, I'm just gonna eat the chickpeas. Like, bro, what are you?
100%. What's up, Dial J for Jokes? How you doing? Go on, Chip.
I was more imagining more like in the supermarket, like this old woman sitting there talking like, hey, have you ever realized how we're the shepherds of life? We're cultivating and raising species, giving them a beautiful life, and then executing them via gas chambers so we can harvest their organs. I'm like, whoa, what the hell?
You're right. The sudden change is like whiplash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's very insane.
Yeah. I mean, the changes for us, right? They supposedly don't see anything wrong in gas chambers and harvesting organs. Quote unquote. So for them, it's not a change. For them, it's the same thing. Another script that I abandoned for now is that like all the promotional YouTube videos of slaughterhouses and slaughterhouse equipment come with this like uplifting music, right? Or like every time you find like animals being killed as like a promotional video on YouTube, it's like an uplifting music, right? While an animal is being like slaughtered. It's like this dissonance that not dissonance, but like this disparity between the two tones that we as vegans are experiencing. Those people who are like slaughtering animals for a living, they don't experience that. They just like look at it and it's like, beautiful thing is happening here, right? Right?
I mean, they're trying to convince themselves that it is because they feel like they have to. Yeah.
Yeah, or they're convinced entirely. I think like it's not necessarily that there is like a disparity in their mind that they're trying to fix. It could be just full psychopathy.
But why did they use this weird expression, harvest their organs? Is that a common? I don't see that often. I usually just see people refer to like harvest their body or harvest their meat. But when you say organs, it kind of feels like, I don't know, it feels... It's a little bit extra disgusting. It's a little bit extra. And also the whole gas chamber, that feels a little bit like this person is a little bit psychopathic or something.
I think maybe I'm getting like raw carnivore dieter vibes a little bit because raw
Oh, good
carnivore
one.
dieters eat like a lot of organs.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah.
They might also
True.
be, yeah. They do like going on vegan pages and defending the carnivore diet too. So they try to I see a bunch of carnivore page bros, like the grifters basically. They
Yeah.
like to try to get people to come to their page from vegan pages. It's actually really funny.
Yeah.
You think that this person celebrates every time they eat? Because if to them it's either eat or be eaten, they look at their meal and be like, "It could have been me." So it's not me, and they just like they see it as a celebration of our victory.
Mhm.
I wasn't eaten today.
Yeah. Shall we move on?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on animals getting half eaten alive in the wild? What are your thoughts, Chip?
I don't like it. But are they half eaten alive? Aren't they like dead when they eat them? I don't think that happens, that they're eaten while they're alive.
Oh yeah, that does happen.
It does happen? Oh, okay.
Oh,
That
yeah.
sucks.
There are enough videos of that happening.
I thought when you see these videos that they're like just, I mean, they never actually mention that they're alive. They just mention like,
Oh no, you can
I don't
see
know,
the
you kinda
animals
see it.
struggle while the lion eats their nuts.
damn, nature, you scary. There was a Family
Yeah,
Guy reference.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
go on, Karana.
this again, we just have to look at it like, yeah, this is just a comment being brought up. This is literally a comment that was on somebody making a vegan recipe.
Oh, this is just whataboutism. It's just 100%
Yeah.
irrelevant, non sequitur. Well,
It's
no,
just
it's
like-
not a non sequitur. I'm mistaken there, but it's like just irrelevant.
Yeah, it's just, what does this have to do with
I'll tell you
this
what it
vegan
has to do
recipe?
with it. It's the meme. Vegans think that animals die in nature this way, and then there is like a zebra or something or someone in like a hospital bed, and then like under it an actual picture of nature. And then
Yeah.
you have to like really work hard to get to where it's like what they mean by that and what they mean by that. I think I'm trying to stillman the position of this person. What they mean by that is that, well, in nature, those animals die gruesome deaths. At least we're killing them kindly and nicely.
Yeah. It's the comparison. They think they're doing them a favor. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
It's a
Which is just-
complete straw man position of the vegan position. It's a complete straw man because they're still thinking that we're making some kind of a welfarist claim, right? That, well, we should kill the animals even nicer or something. And then they're like, well, aren't we killing them nice enough in comparison to what they would go through in nature? This
Totally,
kind of
yeah.
situation.
But they just ignore that they don't exist in nature because they're domesticated, artificially selected, created animals in that
Mhm.
regard.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't exist in that way anyway. And also, you made them. You're not like you made them exist and then you killed them, and then you're saying that you did them a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's eat or be eaten at the end of the day. So
100%. And the next one is veganisms. Animals have the right to eat meat, but humans do not.
I mean, we all know we've heard this one pretty often, haven't we?
5
Yeah,
times a day.
Yeah,
go on.
it's just lions though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so they acknowledge that animals have rights, at least in this one.
Yeah. They also acknowledge that they are comparable to animals in this one.
True.
Good point, also.
True. They also understand and accept that humans are also animals. I mean, they're getting there. One thing at a time.
Even if they
But
don't
they did not
acknowledge that
understand-
humans are animals, they at least acknowledge that you can compare the two, right?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
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 All right, let's move on.
Without saying.
Karana, can you please read this? The long ones. I'm like, ugh.
Oh,
Karana?
this
Yeah.
was just more of the lettuce and corpse thing. We can move on from that
okay.
one.
Okay, we can move on. It wasn't different, by the way. It doesn't matter. Studies have proven, have they? Plants have memories and suffer much longer than animals. Whoa, literally, this is like nobody literally ever taken this position. So kudos for like, originality here. Literally nobody taken the position that plants suffer longer than animals. Shoot a pig and it's dead before it knows anything has happened. Chop a head of lettuce and it suffers and suffers and suffers.
Science. And they just ended up with the word science as if that just solves all the things and that just makes it true. If I just say science at the end of my little paragraph, boom, it's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta something to say.
Yeah. Sorry, my microphone is acting up.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just like I'm trying to imagine like a head of lettuce who keeps screaming and screaming. But I'm curious, like if you chop the head of a lettuce, it's screaming, and if you keep chopping the lettuce, is every part of it screaming individually? Do we create multiple individuals when we chop a lettuce because one part of the lettuce continues screaming? Or where does it exactly?
Well, I think that's
where's
the
the
point they're trying to make, that the lettuce is staying alive the entire time. You like the second you chopped it off the vine or whatever, I don't know, off the thing, off the roots, right? It just suffers. It's like invisibly bleeding, and then you start cutting it and it's alive the entire time. I think that's the point they're trying to make. Funnily enough, right, I had a conversation with somebody on one of my videos on this channel, and they were disputing my interpretation, my understanding of what sentience is from the paper Debunking the Myth Plant Sentience. So I emailed the person who wrote the paper, the number one in the paper, and they just emailed me back. So that the ping, I was like, oh my God, they emailed me back. That's amazing. So I'm dying to read that email, but I can do that after this.
Nice.
Yeah. I hope
I guess my question.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I guess my question with this was like, I don't understand. Do they think that life or the thing that they're capable of suffering resides in the root? Or is it like throughout the whole body of the plant?
Well,
because
the life,
like
they're not making the
suffering?
claim that
Is it-
lettuce is alive. Lettuce is a living organism, right? They're making the claim that it's sentient, and that's even more
Yeah, but
interesting.
do they make the claim that the lettuce is sentient or that the plant that produces the lettuce is sentient? Because if they're making the claim that the lettuce is sentient, then is sentience essentially in their mind just something that goes through each cell of the plant or something? Like I would understand if they say the plant is sentient and when you chop the lettuce off the plant, they're suffering. But
Yeah.
if you chop the head of the lettuce, that would mean that the sentience is somewhere within that lettuce. So wait, a plant who doesn't produce like who's only at the beginning and hasn't yet produced a lettuce is not theoretically sentient then?
No idea, but listen, there are actually like the fringe proponents of plant consciousness. There are like several claims of why plant is conscious. And one of those claims is that every cell in our body and every living being's bodies is sentient by itself.
Individually?
Individually, every single cell has sentience.
Wow.
That's one of the claims that proponents of plant consciousness make.
That is very
Absurd.
problematic
Yeah.
Oh my God.
then somehow in every way. What?
But there was a book, right? Of a guy who coined this thing, and it became a big deal, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's where it's coming from.
Oh, the Spanish person, the person from Spain, I think. Well, there are several.
Not sure, but
so,
I've heard this of this theory before that every cell is sentient.
yeah, that's why I love this paper that was written, Debunking Myth Plant Sentience, because they go through all the iterations of the claims and debunk them one by one. And it's like really hard to read because I'm not a scientific person, but also like amazing to read how thorough they were. And yeah.
But wouldn't this also mean that every cell of a pig is also sentient?
Yeah, this
So-
also doesn't make sense then with the pig. Like, what is it about the pig that they don't suffer as long that or have memories in the same way, but then the plant does? Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't think they actually believe any of this anyway.
Yeah. Science,
Honestly,
though,
'cause-
guys, science.
There isn't any that says this. Like, it's just they just make it up. They're just lying. They just make up whatever they want. I see this a lot where people will just straight out lie and they don't have
It's
any
almost-
evidence to support it. Like,
It's almost as if people are acting like large language models when they don't know something they invented.
there you go.
NPCs.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. Like, I think it's just like kind of a human condition to like hear a factoid and then extrapolate on it in your mind. Some people just do that. It's just like, and then there's like a fiction that is created in their mind and they act as if it's true always. As if it's science, right? Guys, let's go on for another 20 minutes or so and then split.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I had to go like 43 minutes ago.
Oh,
but that's
gee.
okay.
You forgot. I'm
Obviously
reminding
wasn't
you.
that
forgot.
important.
No, it was not. That's fine.
like
I was
this
calling
more.
my sister. I'll call her later. She's in the US anyway, so that's okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna end it anyway, so you can call her and like say, I was having fun, so I forgot.
Yeah, thank you for having me. By the way, this is really fun. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Karana, you should definitely make a YouTube channel. It would be interesting to hear you do stuff. If you don't want to show your face, I think you can accomplish that without showing your face. There's several big YouTubers or people who have become successful also without showing their face. So-
I didn't become successful, but for like a year and a half, I didn't show my face, so it's possible.
So you became successful. Wait, you became successful before showing your face, or after?
No, I said I never became successful, but for like a year and a half, I also didn't show my face. So it's
Oh, I
possible.
see what you mean.
I don't know if it's possible to become successful. I think it's just me not becoming successful, not the fact that I didn't show my face.
Also, isn't success like actually
Well,
subjective? Like this
it's
is a really
relative,
subjective.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has like some empirical measures, specifically on YouTube, the way the algorithm works and shit like that. So it has.
I mean, I think you're
specific-
successful VPN. People know who you are.
Oh, but
don't
for
they?
some
Like-
reason, nobody can find my channel if they just search for it. That's a
I
measure
that's
of
just you for
success,
doing
isn't it? No, man. I'm looking for a new name, I guess. I would hate like ending VPN, but I really like it. I'm attached to it, but it must be done, I think. Anyways, why do you force people to be vegan? You began vegan. Good for you. Let the others eat whatever they want. Oh my god, these vegans are just crazy. There's nothing to say, isn't it?
I'm-
It's just like bullshit.
Well, first of all, you can't force someone to follow an ethical philosophy like that.
Yeah.
Also,
Can't force
the-
people to be vegan.
I'm trying to understand if they think that, are they saying you began vegan, as in, were you born vegan and then good for you that you were born vegan? Or was it like, first he started with like, did you become vegan? Because I don't think that you did. And then I don't know what's with the good for you. So I don't know what his claim is.
No,
there.
they're saying, oh, you're vegan now, good for you. Something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm reading too much into it, I guess.
It's like the you do you, I'll do
Yeah.
me, or it's like the whole like live and let live, but they're not literally letting them live. I don't know.
And every single
Can I-
day in Discord, we see people come in and like, oh, immediately starting like acting as if vegans are just fucking crazy, right? And it takes about 5 minutes to disillusion them from that thought. But in the end, they're like, oh yeah, I didn't think this through, and actually don't know anything about this. And so my claim that vegans are crazy was absolutely unfounded on anything. Yeah.
Yeah, there's people, it's so funny because people come into activist spaces
Mhm.
and then be like, stop forcing your veganism on me. I'm like, dude, you came here to me. Like you made the choice to come here into this room that said talk about veganism. And then you're mad that you're mad that you came in here then? Like what do you that you're forcing your anger at veganism existing onto us then? Like it's so weird. It's so strange.
Oh, Karana, I actually have a comment on my channel of somebody similar, and I literally replied with, "Did I come and comment on your video or something?"
Exactly.
And this person replied like literally with, "The problem is that we publish videos about this stuff."
Oh, so just existing.
Yeah,
You're
just be
Yeah.
quiet.
you can be vegan but just shut up about it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Totally.
It's the same. It's the people who have the same issues with gay people, right? Like, why do they have
Totally.
to be gay on the out? Or why do they have to be gay on the street? Can't
Why
they
do they
just do
have to
whatever
tell
they
me
want?
about it? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
As if I'm walking around and telling everybody about my sex life.
Totally. Or like
Wait,
forcing that idea or concept upon anyone else. It's like
As if
nope.
it's only about sex, as if like I don't know, yeah, I don't know, like people. That doesn't matter. Let's not go in there.
but
Okay.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Why is it that it's okay? Like, 'cause with every single one, when I read them, my mind goes to calling that person a he. Am I a sexist for
Yeah.
doing that, or is there
We all
some
do it, though.
correlation there?
Yeah, it's the baseline. Everybody does that. Everybody does that to me on Twitter, because on Twitter there are no. So when two trolls are talking about me, they always assume that I'm a man.
Why is that? That's
I don't know.
weird.
I don't know.
Because there's no girls on the internet.
Yeah. No, it's just
Yeah.
like being a man is a baseline.
No, it's just a meme.
It's like
Yeah,
being straight is a baseline. Being a man is
Yeah.
also a baseline.
Exactly.
Maybe because human is male, like if you refer to human, you would say him, right? Or do you have to say them? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's tradition of prioritizing the male existence over the female existence or whatever. And of course, the non-binary, fuck them. Or the intersex, fuck them all. But yeah, it just happens to everybody. And also, frankly, right, it's not incredibly unjustified. Men are more likely to talk like this.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that when I see somebody being confrontational, I assume they're men.
Mhm.
And when I see somebody being nice, I assume they're women. It's kind of weird that my brain goes there. Maybe it's a thing that I've been programmed through society, like gender norms or shit.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening there.
Damn it.
Yeah. Vegan inconsistency, you're being nice. Please be nice in my chat. I'm allowing you to exist in my chat, right? This is not a democracy. So please be nice to people, yeah? I'm not reading the chat that much, so... Okay.
Oh, all right. What's the next one?
Karana, can you please read this one? It's a long one again.
It only becomes an issue because of the hypocrisy of your fellow vegans. Your comrades are oppressing non-vegans, guilting them into thinking they are better because they don't kill. So that's why it's funny. Want not to be funny? Mind your own business. Stop guilt-tripping people because, like everyone else, your principles aren't perfect. It's so ridiculous that you even reach my threads.
Oh, poor person who's on the internet and they're like all weirded out about other people also existing on the internet.
Yeah, subject. Yeah. Like they're mad that like
Also,
other opinions exist.
Yeah.
also another person who uses oppression as something that's clearly not oppression,
No.
and calling them comrades also, like, hey, look, you're comrades, so you
Yeah.
to sound as bad as possible, and oppression is like, what do you mean? Just
Yeah,
because you feel guilty, it doesn't mean that we're like, what the hell?
Oh, what's up,
yeah,
Twisted?
I don't think they understand what the word oppression actually means. Like having like even just asking someone to stop doing something that's kind of shitty just like isn't oppressing somebody. Like if there's somebody like punching somebody else in the street and you being like, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't do that." I'm not oppressing that other person
Yeah.
by just asking them to stop.
Well, it's one of those things. There is a saying like, when you take away somebody's privilege, it feels like oppression. But in this case, we're not even taking away your privileges. We're just politely asking you to give it up.
Literally. We're literally just talking about it. People think that us talking about veganism is oppressing them.
Yeah, 100%.
This is the type of person who yells that they're harassed when somebody is asking something of them or something. I don't know. It's the person who victimizes themselves, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're the true victim, not the animals that are like thrown into slaughterhouses and having their throats slit, right? They're the true victim here of vegans, but they don't make any victims. They don't oppress anybody.
Also, like, I feel like the message is so mixed, isn't it? Because they say, so that's why it's funny. Want not to be funny. So they're like, it's so passive aggressive, isn't it? Because they say it's funny. They want it not to be funny. And then they're like, mind your own business. Stop guilt tripping people because like, so are you feeling guilty or do you find it funny? Which one is it? Like, I feel like those two don't work together, do they?
Yeah.
I just like to point out to people that like I can't make them feel anything. Like I can't make them feel guilty. That they feel guilty because they care, obviously, about whatever's being said, or it's hitting some nerve in them
Yeah.
that's making them feel guilty. Like if they didn't care, they just wouldn't care. And they wouldn't comment either. Like they just wouldn't care at all. It wouldn't even bother them. Their guilt is their own. They need to take responsibility for their own feelings in that regard.
Yeah. When I'm like
And it's
being
also the
shamed for
funniest thing
somebody,
is-
when I'm being shamed for somebody that isn't immoral, I don't feel guilt.
Yeah, if somebody tells me I'm sinning, I'm like, that's cool. Cool story.
All right.
Thanks.
Isn't existence sinning? Anyway, I just find it funny because this person commented on the thread. I'm assuming it's on Threads.
Yes.
And then this person says it's so ridiculous that you even reach my threads. But the reason why this reaches your threads is because you keep
Because
interacting.
You
with...
keep commenting on vegan
Yeah.
posts. They get so mad. And then these very clever people, they keep commenting and going like, why does all this vegan shit keep coming up on my Instagram? I don't want to see it. And they're commenting this. And it's like, dude, have some self-reflection. You keep interacting with vegan posts, so the algorithm thinks that you want to see vegan stuff. Like, grab a brain cell and just stop commenting. If you want it to stop showing up, like, just think about it.
Yeah.
Man.
How would you attack this person? Would you go the route of, hey, it's okay to feel guilty, it's okay to feel how you feel, or would you go the route of making fun of them or like being a little bit snarky?
Like, I don't ever actually interact with anybody in text because it's horrible. The amount of time it takes
Oh yeah.
between each interaction is just like not worth my time remotely. You have to be talking to somebody in person to get them to actually hold
I
you
just-
Is that an
accountable to
option?
responding.
I just start screaming into them that they're the privileged one. But they're
I
not
don't
oppressed. You're not oppressed, sweetie. You're not my victim. The animals are your victim, is what I tell them.
Yeah, I've never really been able to get people to change their minds via like these sort of text mini debates, if you want to call it that. But
Yeah.
I just take pictures of them so that we can discuss it afterwards. Because like anytime I have responded in the past, the amount of time that gets wasted
Yeah.
because they won't concede.
Yeah, they will never concede.
Yeah, that's
They'll never concede. That's the thing. Any point at all. Like I will put like 25 scientific dissertations into a comment,
Mhm.
and afterwards they'll just say lions though. And have nothing to do, and they won't even read, they won't even look at what I've said. They don't even listen.
Mhm.
And it's like, okay, this person doesn't want to actually have a discussion about it. They just want to say whatever they want to say,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, they go there to feel better. They comment to feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
They won't feel better about themselves if somebody tells them, hey, your argument is a little bit flawed there. So yeah.
And I don't think
Yeah.
they actually pointed out the hypocrisy.
No.
So
Well, the
what's
hypocrisy is that we're against oppression, but we're oppressing non-vegans.
No, it's because their principles aren't perfect.
Oh, I get it. So it's like an appeal to nirvana fallacy
No, yeah.
kind of situation.
Or they're saying that we're against oppression, but we're oppressing them.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying the
So
hypocrisy
it
is in.
isn't
Yeah.
like an appeal to hypocrisy, but later on it's like an appeal to nirvana because
Also,
principles
can
aren't
I
perfect,
add
so
that?
fuck off. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, can I add that the vegan principle is actually perfect? What the hell is this person talking about? The vegan principle is absolutely perfect. It says, do not use animals if there's no need, essentially, right? Because it's as much as possible and practicable. How is that not perfect? That sounds to me like the perfect thing that essentially will reach from where we are to no oppression ever. So it
Yeah,
sounds to me like the perfect principle.
Well, that's because they mistake it for this concept of having zero harm, like some utilitarian ideal of no harm ever happening anywhere at any time, which is just absurd and impossible.
Well,
But they equate it that way, right?
I would push
They're like,
back.
oh, well,
I
you're
wouldn't
still
say that
causing
it's
harm.
like impossible, right? If everybody like turned vegan anti-oppression pacifists tomorrow, this could happen.
No, but they even say like self-defense, accidental harm. They're like, yeah, well, they just go into crop deaths then,
Yeah.
right? Or like any other thing. They just keep bringing up constantly.
Yeah, you stepped on an ant or something. They
Yeah.
always find like they're always like, oh, you're gonna kill somebody regardless, so might as well bring to life sentient beings, exploit them.
I may accidentally kill someone in a car accident, so I guess I should just go purposely kill someone in a car accident.
Yeah, that's the appeal to nirvana fallacy. That's exactly it. Though, I think. I'm pretty sure. An appeal to nirvana fallacy is saying, well, the world isn't perfect, therefore why bother?
Why bother? And that is interesting because that's like, why bother doing better?
Yeah.
Like, even if because a
That's
lot
why
of the
it's a
time I can
fallacy.
get them, yeah, I can get them to admit that being vegan is better than not being vegan.
Yeah.
But they will just continue to be like, yeah, well, so what? And it's like, okay, but this is like the better option, just even objectively for everybody involved in the situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, oh, because this isn't a perfect solution, we should keep doing the worst thing. Because this isn't the absolute best thing ever that solves all possible problems, I'm going to continue violating animal rights. And you can't stop me. So take that.
Yeah.
Do you think it could be something like how you said, Karana, but that maybe they think veganism is like no harm whatsoever, and they're essentially saying that's impossible, that there's no harm whatsoever. So there you go, veganism doesn't work, and they don't even try to think past that. Like maybe they're not even thinking that don't support animal exploitation or something. Like they just literally think it's either maximal harm or no harm. Like they just see this two equivalence thing.
It's weird. It's a very black and white thinking when the world is shades of gray, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, no. I think they are. I think they think we see it as black and white, and they're accusing us of it. I think they think that we don't recognize that we actually harm other people and animals. while being alive in the 21st century. I think we're wearing rosy glasses and that we're pretending that we're not harming anybody. They're accusing us of, maybe black and white thinking as well. But I think it's primarily this thing, that we're delusional. They're accusing us of delusion.
Yes, I have seen that many, many times.
Yeah. Guys,
where
I
they're
think,
like, oh,
yeah.
you think you're doing no harm, right? It's like, yeah, no, that's not the point.
Yeah, guys.
I mean, I'm
think this is a
delusional
good
enough to think
place.
that the world cannot be vegan. Sorry, VPM, that's it.
That's right. No. Say your thing and then we'll stop.
Oh, that's all I wanted to say. I'm actually a delusional person because I think that the world will eventually be vegan. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a delusion or hope or something there in between.
Yeah, just like last word on it, like veganism is like imagining a better world, basically, and doing our best to get there. I don't what's delusional about that. I don't know. Anyways, Karana, thank you very much for doing this incredible work. Every slide is also separately like has a name, which people in my chat haven't seen, but it's like very organized, incredibly meticulous, and incredibly funny. So I appreciate you cropping these gems, these little gems, and providing us with them. And I hope we can do it again soon because I really enjoyed myself.
This was awesome. I'm glad that I can use my little hobby for good, I guess, because I was like, oh, these are really funny. I'm going to collect these. And I've been collecting them for a long time and I didn't really know what to use them for. And then I thought, oh, well, why don't I do a stream with you?
Yeah.
And here we are. So I have tons, lots more where that came from. And of course, there's always new content because people are constantly commenting cringe on vegan social media. So like I'm happy to do this. Like I don't know how you stream once a week, right?
I stream
or more than that,
3
though, right?
times a week, but 2 of those are from Discord.
I gotcha. So yeah, like I'm happy to do this once a week or once every 2 weeks or on some sort of regular basis.
Yeah.
If people like that and want to keep up with it.
Karana, we
I've
actually
had a blast.
finished off like 2/3 of this. I don't know if you can refuel that fast.
Oh, I can refuel that fast. Don't you worry about
You're
that.
saying there's so much bullshit on the internet
Yeah.
that it's not a
Well,
problem.
And people, anybody who knows me on Discord, please send me your content and then I can edit it and add it as well. Because I file everything into folders
Amazing.
as well of like different topics and things too. So
Do you accept also like non-vegan stuff? Like I have people who say that it's okay to beat children with ADHD.
Jesus Christ, bro.
oh my God.
What the actual
What?
Yeah,
Like non-vegans saying that, you mean?
Yeah. I guess it's non-vegan. So I don't know, because I'm interested in also in some humanic topics, and I see, is it humanic? Anyway, I'm interested in human topics, and I see a lot of stupidity also there. You know, I actually see a lot of cringe content also there.
Yeah, we can make a whole separate stream just on that if it's not necessarily just like Carnist specific, right?
Well, maybe we can feature it on Chip's stream next time.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, and I would like to, if Karana, since you're giving them titles, can you give them a title that is formed of 3 words and a number? Something like, let's say, cow, chair, strawberry, 4. The reason why, if you would give them that, then we could easily create like a polling system and ask people in the chat to give it a rating. And maybe, you know, in time we create some, which one is the worst. Or maybe at the end of the stream we can say which one is the worst. Because we have those. Yes.
I was thinking of that, like at the end of every month or at the end of every year, we go through and pick out like our top 10 favorite Carnist cringes. Basically.
Yeah, definitely. I loved this. So, and I really also appreciate that you chose me, of all people on the internet, to share this gift with. So
You deserve it.
Ah.
You're very welcome.
thank you. All right, thank you everybody for coming, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.